Okay, so I'm going to try to make this video pretty fast because I tried to do one before and it was too long and it stopped me. So basically it's about parental alienation, and I want to give hope to some people who might be going through it, like I was and I still am. But today was a huge, huge step in the right direction. So kind of briefly, back in, I think, November, or maybe even sooner than that. I'm trying to think, actually. It's been going a long time, since actually 2009, but just like a lot of things happened pretty recently. But yeah, they kept me away from my kids, my ex and his new girlfriend, and they have a baby together, and they just basically brainwashed my children against me. So there were stay away orders of protection, there were accusations. I became very depressed, and you don't want to use that word when you're talking to CPS or courts because you look unstable. But I did become very depressed, and I did have suicide attempts. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So it's just really difficult to be kept away from your children, as I'm sure if you're watching this video, you are affected by parental alienation. So, yeah, as far as stay away orders of protection, I just couldn't understand why this was happening. But I just, I became so sad and angry, and it just was getting worse for me, just being kept away and accusations and everything. So I got myself into therapy and been doing everything they wanted me to do. Meanwhile, I knew that my ex was up to no good. And the whole reason I started this petition to try to get custody back of my kids was because my daughter was cutting and she has an eating disorder, and he wasn't following through with recommendations. So when I did that, it just kind of opened up a huge investigation. So with that, they basically have you under a microscope. So anything you say will be used against you. Anything you do, anything you post on Facebook, anything you write in a notebook that you leave on your table when the police take you to the mental ward because you were depressed over your children. This is actually just, I'm a singer, a songwriter. I have an album. I was writing a song, and it was like a Christian song, and they were trying to say it was a suicide letter, which when I got it today from my lawyer, and today was the first time I saw it, I was like, this is from my notebook. And if you can see, they made copies of it, and the holes are not torn, so that tells me that they have the whole notebook somewhere. So again, they'll take anything they want, they'll do whatever they want. But today, my ex was taken away, finally, in handcuffs. They had 2 detectives come in. I guess he didn't know what was going on, but he's been coming up dirty, and the truth finally came out. So he's in jail with a $50,000 cash bail, or I think it's $20,000 bond, but whatever, I don't care. I just, I kind of feel bad for my kids because I don't want them to feel like any of this is their fault. But if you are going through this and you feel like you're at the end of your rope, which I was, and basically today I was going in there to give up because it was supposed to be trial, and I didn't want to get on the stand and be emotional and cry and look unstable. But it was a big surprise to me that they dropped everything. Neglect charges. It says an order of protection having been entered by this court. Now, after re-examination and inquiry into the facts and circumstances of the case and into the surrounding conditions and capacities of the persons involved, it is hereby ordered that all orders of protection issued under this docket number are hereby vacated. And to me, this is huge because now I can see my daughter, who is away in a program because she continued to cut and her eating disorder was active. And just things that were going on around her in her home. There was alcohol in the home, and I told CPS and everybody, law guardian, everyone, and then nobody wanted to believe me. So now they do. So basically this is just a little glimmer of hope for you, because I really, really was at the end of my rope, and especially Easter. because I'm one who cooks and prepares meals for everybody, and this was the first year in my life that I was alone, and I was in a very bad place. I'm just going to say that. But here I am today, and I'm happy at the huge step forward. I know there's a lot more to be done because now my ex is in jail and his girlfriend is now being the alienator, and my son is not talking to me because I think that she's telling him that this is all my fault. So if you are going through this, just hang on. Don't give up on your kids, because even today when I got the good news, there was a guy sitting next to me who, I guess his journey is just beginning, and I was watching him and I guess the baby's mom going back and forth and yelling, and he was telling the law guardian how she changed her number, she took the baby from him, and they're only hurting the kids. I wish that they would see that. But just hang on. And I told the man that as well. And also, I have this button on my purse. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, and it just fell, sorry, Parental Alienation, the Ultimate Hate Crime. And I also had a t-shirt made, but I didn't wear it by the advice of my lawyer. But this is it, and I have it on my bag, and the law guardian saw me talking to this man and telling him just not to lose hope. And, I saw her looking at the pin, but just, I'm very sympathetic when I see people going through this, because it is the worst pain in the world to be kept from your child. So I just wanted to make this kind of quick video just to tell you to hang on, and just hang on. It'll get better. I still have a road ahead of me that's going to be a little bumpy, but I'm not going to give up now. There is light at the end of the tunnel, so don't give up.